Hello guys, welcome to NCERT Science. We are reading class 6 Science, chapter number 8, Light, Shadow and Reflection. We see so many objects around us on the way to school. We see things like buses, cars, cycle, trees and sometimes flower. How do you think we see objects? Think of the same place at night time. If it were completely dark, what will you see? Suppose you go inside a completely dark room. Are you able to see any object in the room? But when you light a candle or a torch, you can see the object present in the room, isn't it? Without light, things cannot be seen. Light helps us to see objects. The torch bulb is an object that gives out light of its own. The sun is another familiar object that gives its own light. During the day, light allows us to see objects. Objects like the sun that gives out or emit light of their own are called luminous objects. What about objects like a chair, a painting, or a shoe? We see these when light from the luminous object like the sun or torch or an electric light fall on these and then travel towards our eyes. Transparent, opaque and translucent object. Recall our grouping object as opaque, transparent and translucent in chapter 2. If we cannot see through an object at all, it is an opaque object. If you are able to clearly through an object, it is allowing light to pass through it and it's transparent. There are some objects through which we can see but not very clearly. Such objects are known as translucent. Activity 1. Look around yourself and collect as many objects as you can. An eraser, plastic scale, pen, pencil, notebook, single sheet of paper, tracing paper or a piece of cloth. Try to look at something far away. Through each of these objects, is light from a far away object able to travel to your eye through any of the objects? Record your observation in a table as shown in table 8.1. We see that a given object or material could be transparent, translucent and opaque depending on whether it allows light to pass through it completely, partially or not at all. What exactly are shadows? Activity 2. Now one by one hold each of the opaque object in the sunlight slightly above the ground. What do you see on the ground? You know that the dark patches formed by each of the ground is due to its shadow. Sometimes you can identify the object by looking at its shadow. Spread a sheet of paper on the ground. Hold a familiar opaque object at some height so that its shadow is formed on the sheet of paper on the ground. Ask one of your friends to draw the outline of the shadow while you are holding the object. Draw outline on the shadow of other object in a similar way. Now ask some other friends to identify the object from this outline of shadow. How many objects are they able to identify correctly? Do you observe your shadow in a dark room or at night when there is no light? Do you observe a shadow when there is just a source of light and nothing else in a room? It seems we need a source of light and opaque object to see a shadow. Is there anything else required? Activity 3. This is an activity that you will have to do in the dark. In the evening, go out in an open ground with a few friends. Take a torch and a large sheet of cardboard with you. Hold the torch close to the ground and shine it upward so that its light fall on your friend's face. You now have a source of light that is falling on the opaque object. If there were no trees, building or any other object behind your friends, would you see the shadow of your friend's head? This does not mean that there is no shadow. After all, the light from the torch is not able to pass through his body to the other side. Now Ask another friend to hold the cardboard seat behind your friends. Is the shadow now seen on the cardboard seat? Thus, the shadow can be seen only on the screen. The ground wall of a room, a building, or other such surface act as a screen for the shadow you observe in the everyday life. Shadow give us some information about shapes of objects. Sometimes shadow can be mislead us to about the shape of the object. Are a few shadow that we can create with our hands and make believe that they are shadow of different animal. Have fun. Activity 4. Place a chair in the school ground or a sunny day. What do you observe from the shadow of the chair? Thus, the shadow gives an accurate picture of the shape of the chair. If the chair is turned around a little, how does the shape of the shadow change? Take a thin notebook and look at its shadow. Then take a rectangular box and look at its shadow. Do the two or shadows seems to have a similar shape? Take flower or other object of different color and look at their shadow. A red rose and a yellow rose. For instance, do the shadow looks different in color when the color of an object are different? Take a long box and look at its shadow on the ground. When you move the box around, you may see that the size of the shadow change. When is the shadow of the box the shortest? When the long side of the box is pointed toward the sun, or when the short side is pointed toward the sun. Let us use this long box to prepare a simple camera. A pinhole camera. You might think that we need a lot of stuff to make a camera. Not really, if we just wish to make a simple pinhole camera. Activity 5. Take two boxes of cardboard such that one can slide into another with no gap in between them. Cut open one side of each box on the opposite face of the longer box. Make a small hole in the middle. In the smaller box, cut out from the middle a square with a side of about 5 to 6 centimeter. Cover this open square in the box with tracing paper translucent screen. Slide the smaller box inside the larger one with the hole in such a way that the side with the tracing paper is inside. Your pinhole camera is ready for use. Holding the pinhole camera, look through the open face to the smaller box. You should use a piece of black cloth to cover your head and the pinhole camera. Now try to look at some distance objects like a tree or a building through the pinhole camera. Make sure that the object you wish to look at through your pinhole camera are in the bright sunshine. Move the smaller box forward or backward till you get the picture on it. Tracing paper pasting at the other end. Are these pinhole images different from their shadow? Look through your pinhole camera at the vehicle and people moving on the road in bright sunlight. Do the picture scenes in the camera shadow shows the colors of an object on the other side? Are the image erect or upside down? Surprise, surprise. Let us now image the sun with our pinhole camera. We need a slightly different setup for this. We just need a large sheet of cardboard with a small pinhole in the middle. Hold the sheet up in the sun and let its shadow fall on a clear area. Do you see a small circular image of the sun in the middle of the shadow of the cardboard sheet? Look at this pinhole image of the sun when an eclipse is visible from your location. Adjust your pinhole and screen to get a clear image before the eclipse is to occur. Look at the image as the eclipse begin. You will notice a part of the image of the sun gradually become darker as the eclipse started. Never ever look directly at the sun. Take could be extremely harmful for the eyes. There is an interesting pinhole camera in nature. Sometimes when we pass under a tree covered with large number of leaves, we notice small patches of sunlight under it. These circular images are in fact pinhole images of the sun. The gap between the leaves act as a pinhole These gaps are all kinds of irregular shape, but we can see a circular image of the sun. Try to locate image of the sun when an eclipse occurs next. That could be so much fun. Bujo has this thought. We saw upside down image of people on the road with our pinhole camera. What about the image of the sun? Did we notice them to be upside down or anything like that? Paheli has another thought. Surely all these results that we are seeing, formation of shadow and pinhole images, are possible only if light moves in the straight path. Activity 6. Let us use a piece of pipe or a long rubber tube. Light a candle and fix it on the table at one end of the room. Now standing at the other end of the room, look at the candle through the pipe. Is the candle visible? Bend the pipe a light while you are looking at the candle. If is the candle visible now? Turn the pipe a little to your right or left. Can you see the candle now? What do you conclude from this? This suggested that light travel along a straight line, isn't it? That is why when opaque object obstruct it, a shadow forms. Mirror and reflection. We all use mirror at home. You look into the mirror and see your own face inside the mirror. What you see is a reflection of your face in the mirror. We also see reflection to the other objects that are in the front of the mirror. Sometimes we see reflection of trees, building and other objects in the water or a pond or a lake. Activity 7. This activity should be done at the night or in the dark room. Ask one of your friends to hold a mirror in her hand at the corner of the room. Stand at another corner with the torch in your hand. Cover the glass of torch with your fingers and switch it on. Adjust your finger with a small gap between them so that you can get a beam of light. Direction the beam of the torch light onto the mirror that your friend is holding. Do you see a patch of light on the other side? Now, adjust the direction of the torch so that the patches of light fall on another friend standing in the room. This activity suggests that a mirror changing the direction of light that fall on it. Here is an activity that shows light traveling along a straight line and getting reflected from a mirror. Activity 8. Fix a comb on the one side of a larger thermocol sheet and fix a mirror on the other side as shown in figure 8.9. Spread a dark colored sheet of paper between the mirror and the comb. Keep this in sunlight or send a beam of light from a torch through the comb. What do you observe? Do you get a pattern similar to that shows in 8.9? This activity gives an idea of the mirror in which light travels and gets reflected from a mirror. Keywords: luminous, mirror, opaque, pinhole camera, reflection, shadow, translucent and transparent. Opaque objects do not allow light to pass through them. Transparent objects allow light to pass through them and we can see through this object clearly. Translucent objects allow light to pass through them partially. Shadows are formed when an opaque object comes in the path of light. Pinhole camera can be made with simple materials and can be used to image the sun and brightly lit object. Light travel in a straight line. Mirror reflection gives us clear image.